Okay, so more and more people say, my back's broken, I've died. You know, they collapse like, they wake up and their back's like, oh my God. Now I'm a doctor, but a lot of these issues are to do with the QL, the quadratus lumborum. So where it attaches the pelvis down here and up on your spine. So the way with weightlifting, it feels like your back is literally broken. You can't train anymore. And I'm kind of sick of it because the solutions and the self-care is kind of the same every time. And you can almost get back to training, at least from my experience, in the same session. I've tried it on many people, being basically paralysed and then working through a bit of mobility, a bit of massage and stretching and then activation exercises, and they're good to go. So, put this together for you. Now, you feel the pain on either side. Usually it's combined with like a tight psoas on the opposite side. The real test to know is the simple lying knee twist stretch. So, you lie down, upper body on one side, you lift one knee up, and pull it over, like so. This one goes to here, and then usually the excruciating one, it might go here. But what we tend to find is the non-painful side sometimes is actually looser than the painful side. Reality is we need both sides to be the same. So if you have one side tighter than the other, first of all, that stretch is going to be 3 times a day for 3 minutes on each side. Really try and relax and breathe through it. If you can only do a minute and a half, that's all right. But you have to stretch it regularly, okay? The other one is the psoas. So the way I'd recommend it is to either stretch it in a lunge position, like here, and reach up and over and really open up this hip. If you can also get a little hockey ball in there and put a kettlebell on top, lying on the floor, and push back and forth. But that's the extreme case, okay? For your QL, it's a dodgy area to massage, but I would recommend getting a small lacrosse ball, a small hockey ball, just in that insertion area in the pelvis. So you put it underneath you, and you lift your knee up and down. And then you can get some gentle massage, maybe with a roller on those other areas that feel bad. Main things to do, however, pre-training, right? Do that stretch, lying knee twist, there. I also recommend this stretch, which I call the banana. So arm comes over the top. So it's my right arm coming over, I lift, balance on my right leg, push my hips out, and pull on that top arm, and breathe. You should feel a nice stretch all along here, especially if you've got this issue, okay? Again, hold that for at least a minute and a half to 3 minutes. Once you've done that, everything should be a little bit more relaxed. Now we want to start looking at the activation. Easiest one to do, side planks, okay? That'll help even out both sides. So I'm going to just start on my palm and my forearm, push my hips up, and you hold that 30 seconds each side, 3 sets. Once you've done that, it should be noticeable whether one side is much harder than the other. Then we got cable wood chops. So arms, bring the band to the center and just twist out, keeping the abs tight. And that will kind of reset this core area, get this plane of motion that we never ever do in weightlifting going. 10 on each side, 3 sets again, okay? Those 2 are the easiest to do, all right? You might start feeling better after that. But for the future, and what I really recommend before training for confidence is suitcase deadlifts, because they actually are moving through the plane of motion we do in terms of like the flexion and extension. However, they're pulling you to one side. So you can do it with a barbell, or you can do it with a kettlebell. With the barbell, you act as though you just got your wonderful heavy suitcase, and you deadlift, keeping your chest up. And notice I'm not leaning, I'm staying like a robot. So if you Photoshop the bar in the other hand, I'd look even, okay? 3 sets of 5 with that. You can even play around with slow eccentrics here, keeping the abs tight, squeezing your glutes. Again, it's really about seeing how it develops with time. I'd really recommend that over time you build up to be able to do it with like 60 kg if you're a male, maybe 45, 50, female. But obviously if you can do it with 100 on each side, then you know you're pretty strong. This will reset that core and your QL should be good to go. And this back pain you claim was the end of your career is no longer the end of your career. Good luck. Any questions, please let me know.